Hey guys, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Today we're taking off from Łódź Airport, the oldest airport in Poland, heading all the way to Dublin in Ireland, home of Guinness, St. Patrick's Day, and this guy. I'll be showing you the airport and boarding experience at one of Poland's smallest commercial airports to find out what it's actually like flying Ryanair in 2025. Is the legroom survivable? Will I get back pain? And how much did this flight really cost in the end? Stick around, you do not want to miss this one. Let's go. Good morning from a lovely and sunny Łódź, and also a really quiet one. I'm flying on Ryanair today to Dublin, and I want to take you along for the ride with me. As you can see now, the apron's a bit empty because there's only like 3 flights a day. That's the old terminal, like the first ever terminal, and oh my god, these police cars, they were following me, so I couldn't record because I was like really scared of you. And this is not the air traffic control, by the way. This is how Terminal 2 looked like until the demolition in 2012. It's the width of 2 737 fuselages. Looked like a container in the middle, yeah? But I mean, it was good. It was like 3 flights a day and all that. This is the other side of the Terminal 3. It is, I know, a bit massive, but then it suits for like 1,300 people an hour to pass through, I guess. This is statue of Julian Tuwim, poet from Łódź. This is the inside. I really was scared to take pictures and video. This is the observation deck. This is an art gallery. I was like, oh, art gallery, but it's basically like really little. It's got like a few pictures, a few statues, as you can see playing over right here now. But yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim, the OG, and I'm like, oh, lost and found. But how the do you lose a nose, bro? There's just like random ass pictures from like the Arabic desert or Caribbean, whatever. You got the Iron Maiden that I think you see on the ANA, and now you can see over here the departure board. Really good, 3 flights. This is a relay, and you've also got an Aelia duty free. Anyway, now it's time for the boarding of the plane. It's you go outside the terminal on a designated area. Right beyond those railings is where the arriving people come. And you can see just me and everyone else boarding the plane. You just walk, there's no like buses provided as it's Ryanair. Now let me tell you something about Ryanair, yeah? The 737 that is operating for Ryanair now here has got a configuration of, I think it's like 189 seats or something, and it's the 200, the speciality variant. That means that it's got more seats to fill up the capacity. The reg of this is A320, and it was built in 2023. You can see the baggage cargo over there now, yeah? Anyway, as if Michael O'Leary wanted to have more seats, or he'd have to take out the back 2 toilets and add extras 2 rows of seats. That would decrease the load for airfare by 5%. Yeah, you get what I mean. Anyway, so boarding, I actually like really love it. Because you just marvel at this majestic yellow and blue livery. It's just something really lovely in my opinion. Yeah, and then you get these like private jet-esque stairs. You say, oh, my plane's got private jet stairs. Oh, what are you flying on? Ryanair. And so I'm saying that this plane was built in 2023, but excuse me, what are those? Like, what are those? But yeah, boarding's lovely. Also, what happened to the boarding music? I prefer the older one, you know, the one that goes like... Sorry for pausing, I'm just in the editing stage right now. I was about to say that I'm sat in the middle seat, and next to me at the window is an Irish woman, so I had to ask her if I could take videos, and she's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So you might hear me speak to her for a few brief seconds, but it's alright, don't worry. It was a bit embarrassing as well to ask.
Cabin crew seats for departure.
I don't mind if you, well, you're probably steadier than me. Yeah, you go. I don't mind if you're not bothering me at all.
I have my after one.
So taking a look at the legroom, it's someone who is 185 centimeters tall. I find it actually pretty alright. It might graze your knees a little bit, but other than that it's fine. The tray table is really big as compared to my hand, and it's also good to do your GCSE German revision, as you see here. Now last Christmas on a flight from Liverpool to Alicante, I had a meal deal. I'll show you how it looked like.
Bro, I was about to play Microsoft Flight Sim, and then this came. Oh my god, it's the Ryanair lasagna. Hope I don't get diarrhea after that. That's dinner sorted. I'll tuck in. I'm getting diarrhea after that.
In the toilet now with the signs for no smoking in different languages. I'm not gonna attempt. È vietato fumare a bordo di questo cerca 5 veniso soprero a fumare aliento activo. Moving swiftly on, we can see the mirror, the really small sink. I think water comes out of that. And oh my god, why does this is always super glued there, like you cannot steal it. You've got some tissues here, you've got like air vent over there. Now we've got the star of the show, the toilet. Oh my god, if you flush it, it's really loud. Anyway, back to the seat. We are already crossing the Netherlands. No! Goodbye mainland Europe. No! Yeah, we got some like really lovely clouds here. No! We're entering England territory, the weakest place in the entire world. I don't like that. Yeah, remember that German that I did? Well, I got a bit bored, so I started doing Duolingo instead.
Dorf. Reich. Auge. Mond. Reich. Marathon. Park.
This'll be easy.
Warum? Fair. Du. Motorrad. Ist. Fahrrad.
Now that we're descending into Dublin, I want to tell you a few things about Ryanair. It started in 1984 by the Ryan family in Ireland, and their first route was from Waterford to London Gatwick using a 15-seated Embraer Bandeirante, the kind of plane that Narcos use in Brazil and Mexico. Initially, they operated as a full-service airline, but soon shifted to a low-cost model in the early 90s, inspired by the America's Southwest Airlines. Under the infamous CEO of Michael O'Leary, who I don't have anything against him by the way, Ryanair reinvented itself as Europe's first major ultra-low-cost carrier, or ULCC. They are currently still a ULCC because they charge for low base fares like $14.99 and add fees for extras like seat selection, baggage and food. Which I'll tell you that my food, the meal deal, cost a whopping €14.90. I think 14.50, something along those lines, because they focused on point-to-point short-haul flights across Europe. Their hubs are like Dublin, London Stansted, Milan Bergamo, Madrid, Charleroi, and if there's any like smaller airports like further away from the big cities, then they usually fly there, as it's cheaper to operate there than all the big airports. Take for instance Warsaw Modlin, 40 kilometers away, much cheaper to operate. Or London Stansted, quite a distance away from London, much cheaper to operate than Heathrow. But now that we're landing into Dublin, I'll shut up and I want you guys to enjoy this scenic landing in Dublin. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, Ryanair is really infamous for its hard landings, so we're gonna see if this flight is gonna land hard as well. In my opinion, I absolutely love it when it smashes down to the ground. It's like a few forces of newtons away from breaking the landing gear. It's a terrific experience. I'll shut up now. This being a flight full of Polish people, of course there's going to be people clapping. You couldn't see it because I had like a stable hand, but it smashed into the ground. And pulling up to the stand, we disembark using our feet and walk a few meters to the terminal building. Disembarking from the plane, what do I think of Ryanair? Well, I absolutely love Ryanair. I'm definitely not a glazer yet, but it's a great way to travel around Europe for a couple of pounds, euros, or whatever your currency is. And how much did I pay for this flight? I paid a whopping 120 zloty, which is like £22 if my maths is correct, I don't know. But yeah, it's really cheap most of the time, and as long as you don't like get into trouble with oversized luggage, then you're fine. The Irish woman sitting next to me, she was texting a friend and she was like, oh, the person behind me had to pay 70 euros fine because their luggage was too big. The person in front of me took out a few things and held it in their hand, and then it went through and they put it back in. FFS. Literally part of it is not my words but hers. So yeah, the flight was great. I loved the seating, not as much, but the food, it was appetizing. Yeah, Snickers being a Snickers, a hot chocolate, I drank it in an instant as far as I remember. The toilet was nice and clean. So yeah, I would recommend flying Ryanair if you want to go around for cheap and quick. But then it is again like a bit more expensive on the bag side. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.